Hello, it is I, Commander Crumpet, and I am here playing Path of Shadows. Well, I have already played Path of Shadows, unfortunately, because I just tried recording this and it crashed on me. Well, no, it's not that it crashed on me, it's an indie game. I'm not going to judge it too harshly on that, but I pressed escape to try and return to the main menu, and it kind of just crashed and just closed the game. So yeah, a little bit buggy, but it's not a bad thing. I just found this on IndieDB, and it seemed very interesting, so I thought I'd give it a go and I'd show you guys. Unfortunately, my plan was to have this as a complete blind playthrough. Unfortunately, now, as I've already mentioned, it's not quite so blind. So we're just going to get into this. It's been made by 5 students at IDEC, which is apparently a university in Spain, I believe it is. Drink. And yeah, it seemed very interesting. You appear to play some sort of ninja assassin person who's able to manipulate shadow. So yeah, it's very interesting. So without further ado, also I will straight away say this video will look weird because when you first start the game up, it comes up with the options for what aspect ratio and things you want to play it in. There is no options for the 1280 by 720, so there's no 720p in this, I'm afraid. So I've just had to record it in whatever, and it will probably have big black bars on either side of it and things like that, or it may cut things off. If it cuts things off, I'll have to re-record and do it again, but that's nothing I can really do about it, I'm afraid. So without further ado, it's dark and foreboding. And that doesn't look very ominous at all. Although he just have a pair of massive bells on his wrist. Can't help but think that as a ninja assassin type thing, the glowy bits would be detriment. So, was that to walk? I have walked. And that bird looks suspicious. Of course, I know that it's suspicious. Boom! Hello, pretty glowy lady.
I reincarnated your soul in a new body. Do not bother remembering anything.
Okay.
I will now lend you some of my power.
Thank you, glowy lady.
You can now control the shadows at your will. The glyphs on your back show your current power.
Yeah, so there's the awesome dude that you are. Well, I think he looks awesome anyway. So we can go there and we go poof.
Your power will be consumed when you manipulate the shadows, or when you stand near a strong source of light. Refill your power staying in the shadows.
So yeah, if you
Sometimes you won't find shadows nearby. Use your new powers to create your own path of shadows.
So yeah, as you just said, if I go in that light, if I just walk into here, it doesn't hurt you, but your glyphs go down. As soon as you go back into shadow, they go back up again. So, and as she just said, then if you go right button, then left mouse button, you create a blob of shadow, which you can then teleport to.
One guard. Others will be around. Kill him silently.
Thank you, glowy lady. Glowy lady. So we go whoop, stabby stab.
Hide the body.
This is a bit of a weird bit. You go. It's like, ugh. So we get left mouse button to run, standard affair.
You're not limited by your physical body now.
E for shadow vision, which just basically reveals the enemies within the area. But obviously you are a shadow being, so if you get too close to them, they can see you. This is how far I've gotten. If you get too close to them, they can see you, but so long as you're still and stay in the shadows, they can't. That was a bit of a weird kill, I have to say. So there we go. Doopy-doopy-doopy-doo. If we go... or not. And you wondered what those bells on his wrist were for? Ding-a-ding! Oh shit. Ah, fuckers. I don't quite know what the hell that guy just said. So, now this is where it kind of got a bit weird for me. That's alright then, no. Yeah, it's a little... The enemy detection isn't all that brilliant, I'll have to say. But it's fair enough. Obviously I can't... That's kind of the problem with this guy. You can't hide him because he's got a light on him. So you're kind of stuck with him sitting there. Now comes this dick. Because this is the dick who got me before. Oh, come on! Okay, slightly weird. I don't quite know what the hell they wanted there. Apparently you can do an aerial kill by doing the teleport thing up into the rafters, but I'm not quite... I presume you have to get it exactly right, which is a bit unfortunate. So do I just walk up to the door and... So yeah, that's the basics of it. But yeah,
I'll give you a second chance after your disgraceful behavior at the wall. I expect you won't disappoint me this time. This village will be a worthy test of your new skills. So take it slowly, and remember that I'll be watching you.
That isn't horrible. So yeah, here we are. Just take it slowly, but you walk very, very slow. Very, very slow. Right, so we're now in a village. So far, it's not really explaining very well what you're doing and why you're doing it. Look, quite a nice art style. Kind of got a semi-shell shaded. Me trying to teleport that shadow. No, not working. Never mind. So, quick look around. There's a lot of guys. Okay. So, yeah, you are... But I do quite like the fact that this is fully the ninja experience, if you will. In the fact that...
Sometimes your path won't be clear.
Okay, so... Go! Okay. Don't quite see how I'm supposed to get past those guys, but let's have a look. There's a guy over there. go up there? No. Can I... I can't go up there though. Oh shit.
Got him!
Huzzah! Get him! Get him!
He's there! Get him!
I don't quite know what
He's
these...
there! He's there! Got him! Get him!
No, run away! Ah, fuck!
I hear something.
I heard something. We heard something. I am not the master assassin I thought I was. Oh, that didn't work. Right, okay. It was a bit on the strange side in the fact that you're not quite sure what the hell you got to do. So, for example, when you get spotted there, is that it? Through the spine. And then hide, I presume? So, there's no way you can hide that guy. Because of the simple fact of he's surrounded by shadow, so, you know, he's... Oh, that's what you fucking should have done. Ugh. Create shadow! Blah, 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 blah. No. I wonder if you can kind of just get... Let's stay... Ah, he just decreases very, very slowly. Go... No, it can only... It can't get the body because it's still... I'm a ninja. I can't help but think that the glowy shit would give me away. But still... Damn street there is. Okay. I do see issues in the fact that... Ah, no, issue averted. Ah, so you can't regain shadow power in a shadow you yourself haven't... Well, you can't regain shadow power in shadows that you've created, which I suppose is good, because I was thinking that. I was thinking, well, you know, what's stopping you from just making shadows everywhere so that you're always covered? It's a bit weird for a game where you're playing as a ninja, basically, that you have literally no jump at all. You can't... No, I can't get over there. And also the reticule is a little bit on the misleading side. You can't quite... I'm presuming the red blob is telling you that you... Right, I'm presuming... I'm sorry, I get my words out in a minute. I'm sorry I'm being quiet again. I'm just trying to take it all in. I'm presuming that the red blob is telling you where you can't and can create shadow. But it's not really explaining it very well, in my opinion. For example, they don't say blatantly that, you know, you can't create shadow here. Piss off. Right, So he can't see me there. Get a little bit closer. Still can't see me. Can I just take him in? Right. Oh, it's getting there in my opinion. It's very, it's like I said, it's very interesting. I do admit that it's hardly Tenshu in its level of they found the dead body, they just went, oh, it's a dead body. Meh. That's it. Didn't really investigate any further than, it's dead body. Guy just died, just keeled over. Sure, he's had a massive stab wound through his chest, but you know. Okay. You can't go through the light. Can you stab them from the front? Is the question. Can I teleport? Yeah, I should be able to teleport there, so. Technically speaking, I should be able to go. Ding-a-ling!
What was that? He's there!
Oh, for God's sake! He turns around far too quickly. Oh, shit. You can only do that in the shadow, I believe. So he's dead, he's dead. He's respawned, perfect. Those guys are still alive. I'm presuming if I create a shadow, does that mean that I'm technically invisible for a short time? I don't know. I don't really want to. Well, let's face it, it's not as if I'm actually going to do anything horrible, is it? So if you go and then I can't teleport over there for reasons of because I've not got enough fucking shadow power. Blah, why me? So blip 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 blip. By the time I fucking get over there, it'll probably be gone. Not quite. Bloop. Ah. You need to. It's quite a good little resource system here because you've got to make sure you've got enough shadow power to be able to do stuff. But. So yeah, by the look of things, well, I say that, I don't know for certain. Can I... You didn't need that, Pancreas. Right, so actually, it's a very interesting little system of the whole creating shadow and only being able to move within it, or at least safely move within it. A little bit weird that that's not classed as a light source, but oh well. Not the end of the world. Whee! Quick. It's quite a good little thing that you can just go, whoom. Yeah, I've become a market stall. Oh shit! Didn't we do that? I'm gonna go bloop. Person. So I suppose in a way it's kind of the irritating thing about these guys, the fact that they create a block of light around them, so there's no real way you can take them out without people being alerted to their body. It's a little bit unfortunate. Not the end of the world, but a little bit unfortunate. So if I go sneaky, 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 sneak, slice. Dead guard. I go. No, I can't do that. Regenerate my shadow. Honestly, it's quite. I like the art style in it. It's quite I keep forgetting to mute my iPad. It's quite irritating. Right, so I've got to make sure he doesn't get too close, otherwise he'll spot me. Another pancreas for me. The word for today is pancreas. Can you say pancreas, kids? Right, so that was pretty... That's quite a major test of your skills for like the second level, but I like the character. It'd be quite interesting to see. But I think it's a very good.
The last battle cost us too much. After the war, they locked me inside the temple. Set me free, and I'll reward you properly.
So the story finally becomes revealed, is that you are to. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I do actually mention it very briefly on their website, which once again will be linked in the description. That the goddess has been chained within a temple, and you have to try and release her. So let's go this way because of reasons. Oh, got a bit of a stutter there. All right, so yeah, there's ways to go. It's a shame that there's complete. I suppose technically speaking, there is no need for a jump mechanic when you can just teleport everywhere. Oh, hang on. T-pose! Okay, I think I have broken the game. That's what it seems to have done. I have broken the game. I presume I was not supposed to come up here. So that's unfortunate, but I think I'll have to call it there because of the simple reason I don't want to do this. This isn't a massive, great big series. All in all, it's a good game. It's a good little solid game. It's completely free, by the way. Like I said, it's made by a couple of students. Well, like I said, 5 students at a college in a university in Spain. And for what it is, it's really good. It's very interesting. It looks very nice. It's very pretty, in my opinion. And the whole manipulating shadows and being able to teleport between them is quite an interesting thing as well. I mean, because even then, technically speaking, you saw there, because obviously you can't just teleport behind every single enemy. You know, you need time to be able to do, because obviously when you are aiming to be able to, you saw there you saw before how I was particularly slow when you're aiming. I'm sorry to just leave, because the problem is if I hit enter, it's probably going to close the game again, so I can't quit to the main menu, so I can't just leave him there. The character looks very nice as well, in my opinion, as well. He's a very interesting looking character, kind of a cowled, ethereal ninja in a way. But yeah, I do like that. I like the fact that there's completely no UI. There's no heads-up display at all. UI, is that right? I think that's right. But either way, there's no heads-up display. So everything is done through the scarf hanging down your back. So you have to keep an eye on that. It's not just a piece of decoration. It's which I quite like that in games. Like Dead Space have done it obviously with their rig suits where they got all their life bar down their spine. So yeah, it's very interesting. I'm gonna continue playing this really because I'd like to see what happens as you progress. I'm presuming there's not going to be any sort of final boss or anything like that. I don't see how on earth that could possibly work, considering your character has no health. You once again, you've seen there, as soon as you get hit by an enemy, that's it, you're dead. So, having another drink. So yeah, it's very interesting game. I'm just trying to think of what else I can say, really. So yeah, I like the character, I like the oh, there we go, hold on, I can continue! So yeah, and I do like the fact that there's just this, it is a bit weird, the only kind of weird thing about the character is the fact that you've got all the, this almost standard ninja fare that he's wearing, and then suddenly you've got these two massive bells hanging off his wrist. He's like, that seems a little bit off for a ninja. But yeah, I really do like this whole teleporting mechanic. It's very, very nice. It's not too it's not too out the way. It's kind of difficult to say. It's not too out there. It's not so out there that you're thinking, well, that wouldn't work. Why is he doing this for? You're an ethereal ninja. It works for what it is. So yeah, you can wake this guy. I can just go over there and just stab him in the sternum, or I could drag him into the underworld. That's the take. There is that weird point as well, the fact that sometimes he'll drag them down like that, which means you don't have to hide the body, while other times he'll stab them and you have to manually hide them. A little bit weird. But yeah, I am going to stop there, because I think I've played long enough, and I think you guys should just go and play it. It's a very nice little game. So yeah, give it a go. Like I said, it's completely free on IndieDB. The reason I kind of went on to IndieDB is actually because I was looking. I thought it would be a laugh to try and play and to try and find some awful games and play them, and do a review of these like really low-rated games. But I went on to but I couldn't. I googled terrible games, and it come up with a bunch of Flash games, which I thought, well, that's not really fair, because just because they're Flash doesn't mean they're terrible, because that's pretty much why they were low rated. You were reading the comments and you're going, oh, this is rubbish, it's all Flash and rubbish, and it's not really. I mean, there are some very deep, because I did play through some of them. I've gone through some of the ones that I found on terrible games, and they were very decent Flash games, actually. But obviously I don't know how to record Flash games, unfortunately, so I couldn't do anything with them. But then I went on IndieDB, because I know of IndieDB through other YouTubers. And so I thought, well, I'll give them a go. And so I tried to find some terrible games on there. I tried to find like the lowest rated, the least popular games. But then I inadvertently found this one, and I thought, well, I've not heard of this one, and I don't think many people have played it on YouTube and things. So I thought, well, I'll have a go of it. And like I said, it's very decent. And like I said, I like it. It's, like I said, obviously by me going into T-pose didn't mean to do that. By me going into T-pose by going up on that roof, does make it a little bit weird in the fact that it's, you're obviously, I keep saying ninja. I'm presuming you're some sort of ninja, because let's face it, you've got some sort of the blade's too straight to be a katana, so it's slightly long for a ninjato, or I don't know what the other name for a ninja sword is. So yeah, it's a little bit long for one of those swords, but it could work still. And obviously you're cowled and you're in dark clothing. Even when I go into the light here, you're in pretty dark clothes, so you're pretty ninja-y. Yet you can't go on the roof. A little bit weird, but obviously, like I said, you are some sort of undead spirit ninja, if you will, that can create blobs of shadow everywhere. Let's try and make a I was gonna try and make a smile. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh no! Damn it! Fuck it. I was trying to make a shocked face. But yeah, anyway, it's good. I'd give it a go if I were you guys. Obviously, if you want to see me continue on, I'll try. I'm not quite sure how I'm presuming there is no save mechanic, because I've not seen anything appear. There's been nothing to come up to say when this appears you're saving, or anything like that. So I'm presuming there's no save mechanic, so I'm presuming it's quite a short game. Once again, this is all presumption on my part. I don't know if it's a short game, but I'm presuming it's a short game because there doesn't seem to be a save mechanic. If I press enter now, if I press escape now, it just closes the game. There's nothing else. And as you saw there, when I first started the video, there's just the screen. You press enter, you start into the game. There's no menu or anything like that. So. But yeah, it's obviously a little bit buggy, but like I said, it's an indie game. It's made by a couple of students. I'm kind of repeating myself here, but I like it. I think it's good. I think it's got a lot of potential. I say it's got a lot of potential. This is the game. This is the full game. This is the full release. So yeah, if you like it, if you like the look of it, give it a go. It's, like I said, in my opinion, very good. And I shall leave it there, with me teleporting over here under a tree to have a sleep. That's it. So I shall leave it there. So you've been watching Commander Crumpet, and I thank you for watching. I've still not quite gotten this whole outro thing down after so many episodes of stuff. But yeah. This is Commander Crumpet, signing off. Toodles!